don't I like, but you also have this person in your ear, and they're kind of like influencing things, so you kind of get confused.
And because you finally did it, because you had no other choice.
There are some people who know how to lie so well.
Steve Harvey's response to Katt Williams' recent verbal attack has caused quite a stir, and it's not just another run of the mill clapback. Buckle up because it's about to get spicy, and guess who's been dragged into the mix? Well, it's Lori Harvey and her more than infamous dating life. Now, let's dive into the sinfully mysterious dating history of Lori, Steve's stepdaughter, and why it's got conspiracy theorists buzzing. In case you missed it, Katt Williams threw some major shade at Steve, suggesting that he sold his soul to the Hollywood hookup and party cults, and Lori is part of this.
Imagine him coming to tell you another story where he got so big.
It's not just Katt Williams. The whole world is aware that Steve Harvey has some sick obsession with Lori, and for some reason it goes beyond mere favoritism. Lori, who believes she's the chosen one in the Harvey family, is treated like royalty. As Steve repeatedly said, "I just want somebody to treat my princess the way I treat her." Steve's laser focus on Lori even stirred some drama in the Harvey blended clan, creating a layer of jealousy among his biological kids. With 4 kids from previous marriages and 3 stepkids with Marjorie, Steve's blended family is a boiling cauldron of dissent, and the TV host and self-proclaimed relationship guru seems to be not noticing the red flags.
All of my kids are here. My beautiful wife, they came here. This really was a surprise. I didn't know any of them were in town. I really did. For my birthday, Marjorie, what's happening?
It's been reported that Steve got tired of his other kids feuding over his devotion and love for Lori, and it looks like he's getting a bit crazy with the level of his obsession with her. However, Katt's bombshell claims add a new layer to this saga. Steve and Marjorie allegedly have a sneaky agenda, setting Lori up with wealthy men to elevate the Harvey name in Hollywood. Forget counting, Lori's romantic escapades read like a Hollywood script. From Damson Idris to Michael B. Jordan and even Abu Bahayem, Aon's brother, Lori's love life is nothing short of scandalous, even with the allegations that she's been dating the music mogul Diddy.
Lori Harvey, they're heating things up in Italy. Notice her arm is on the back of his chair.
And just weeks before she was romantically linked to Michael B. Jordan in late 2019, Lori Harvey was reportedly dating Future. Also, it was highly reported that after a fling with Justin Combs in 2018, she moved on to his dad Diddy. However, the model tried to keep modest amidst all of these allegations, saying, "I've seen stories about me being fully in love with somebody, and we have this full relationship, and I'll see the guy and be like, I've actually never met him before." In reality, it looks like we haven't even seen half of Lori's real dating list, and while her romantic interests over years are already looking like quite the vertiginous, intimate carousel, these are just the social media worthy relationship. Rumor has it there are plenty more that never made it to the headlines.
So I just didn't realize it was that bad. But I learned.
From an engagement with an international soccer star to a short-lived romance with a music executive, Lori proves that she's willing to kiss a few frogs, and guess why? Apparently, as Katt Williams said, her own parents are willing to sell her out for a huge pile of cash, and there are whispers in Hollywood that a night with Lori Harvey is priced at a hefty sum. Now, I wonder how much Diddy had paid to Steve for a 3-month-long romance with this girl? And yes, here comes the Diddy drama. Lori Harvey and Diddy's romance turned heads considering the over 2-decade age gap. Steve and Marjorie Harvey were seemingly unfazed and even joined them on vacation. Now, that raised some eyebrows and created whispers about Steve's integrity.
I think it's more interesting that Steve Harvey's there.
Why does Steve Harvey, the love guru, seemingly look past his daughter's unconventional dating choices? Well, sources spill the tea that Steve and Marjorie were not just okay with the Diddy affair. They set it up. Yes, they introduced Lori to Diddy, and the music mogul had his share of fun with her before she was passed to another guy. As one insider claimed, him and Lori had a fun fling, but Diddy is still healing and focusing on himself right now. He is not ready to be in a long-term, committed relationship and is focusing on his kids right now. The plot thickens, especially when you notice Lori's white nails during her time with Diddy. The gossip mill is churning, and for some reason, everything Katt Williams spilled about Steve Harvey seems to be falling into place. As more revelations surface, it appears Katt might have been onto something, the truth about Steve's true colors, and that's one thing Harvey can't handle.
I'm not gonna have a conversation with these lazy bums that'll take a short.
Apparently, as insiders now claim, Harvey is out of his mind and swore to take revenge of Williams for ever uttering Lori's name and portraying her in a bad light. However, it's no brainer for many that this girl has already quite a dubious reputation among fans. As one person commented, was Lori humiliated when she was out there dating all those different men? Why are they trying to threaten Katt when it's stuff that everyone can see already? And another user added, you can't humiliate someone who's already humiliated themselves. But Steve Harvey doesn't seem to stop. Apparently, everything Katt Williams said about him in an interview hit him hard. The comedian dropped numerous bombshells, exposing Steve Harvey's shady secrets and how he even committed grand theft sitcom by swiping Mark Curry's Hanging with Mr. Cooper. Concept for the Steve Harvey Show.
The same Steve that went to go watch Mark Curry do his whole sitcom and then stole everything Mark Curry had.
The accusations hit harder when a 2019 episode of The Mike and Donnie Show featuring Mark Curry resurfaced, confirming that Steve indeed pilfered his material, Halloween jokes and all. Picture this. Mark Curry revealed Steve's shameless heist, narrating how a friend called him, exposing the theft of his entire Halloween routine on Steve's talk show. It's not just comedy. It's real, life stuff that happened to him. It ain't about the money, he said. Harvey got enough money, so it looked like you want some of me. You want to be me. But that's not the only comedy caper Steve is accused of. Katt Williams spilled the beans on Bernie Mac, claiming Steve did his dear friend and fellow comedian dirty when he tried to snatch Bernie's role in Ocean's 11.
What do you mean you didn't want to be a movie star? So on the behalf of Bernie, I would have to say what I have to say.
And surprise, surprise! Turns out, Katt was onto something again. Ed Lover backed Katt's claims on his Come On Son podcast, confirming that Steve indeed swiped Bernie Mac's material because of his jealousy and hatred. And the plot thickens. Ed Lover added more fuel to the fire, sharing Bernie's own words about Steve trying to nab his role. The stuff that Katt Williams said about Steve Harvey calling to try to get Bernie's role on Ocean's 11, and that kind of stuff, Bernie told me out of his own mouth. It's all coming together. Bernie's daughter, Janice, even called Katt's interview hilarious while giving him props. Katt Williams, the comedy detective, seems to have cracked the case wide open and exposed everything the world needs to know about Steve Harvey.
Why would you do all of that man's stuff that he did on his show on yours, and then do the dude's stand-up?
No wonder Steve couldn't stand the heat he's been exposed. Katt's harsh words hit him hard, and the exposure reached a new level, portraying Harvey not as a family man and a relationship guru, but a thief and a vile man and a relationship guru, but a thief and a vile man who's ready to sell his daughter to a myriad of rich guys. Now, let's talk about Lori. Is Steve's obsession with Lori all part of a grand Hollywood hustle? It could be that he is setting her up with, listers to get the Harvey name trending and cash flowing. The rumors are buzzing and the question lingers, showing Steve's fatherly matchmaking just a ploy for Hollywood fame and fortune.
Like at the house, or we had full control of what was going on.
In 2017, when she was merely 20 years old, Lori was engaged to soccer player Memphis Depay, and judging by his net worth of $23 million, it was a great choice for the family and the publicity. Steve himself congratulated the young couple, writing on his Twitter, "Marjorie and I are proud to announce the engagement of our youngest daughter, Lori, to Memphis Depay. This young man is a good one. Congrats." Luckily, Lori escaped marrying at such a young age, and as she herself confessed in an interview, she wasn't ready to be wed this early.
At the same time, like, I think that was it for me. I think because I was young, I was still trying to figure out who I was and what do I like.
However, it didn't stop Steve from looking for a worthy candidate for his stepdaughter. While her romances are more like a fling, it seems that Steve is pulling the strings behind all her dating choices, giving Lori no chance to make her own decision. Now fans see that something is off between these two. As one person commented, "I've always thought his relationship with Lori was Suzaf, especially when he was the first person she called when she got caught for a do-it." And another user added, "Lori on her way to be single forever. No one wants a used car with 20 previous owners." The saga of Lori's dating life and Steve's involvement in it continues to raise eyebrows. And apparently, Katt Williams is one of the many who sees through the sickness of this family. But folks, what do you think about all this? Could Steve be overprotective of Lori because he still wants her to make a great match with a lister? And does Katt Williams deserve this kind of backlash for his interview? Drop your thoughts in the comments below and don't forget to check my other videos,